The entire friends from China, speakers and leaders of different political parties, as well as all distinguished participants in this conference. First of all, I would like to welcome our guest from China. We have one saying in Sanskrit that is Atithi Deva Bhava. That means guests are God. I would like to welcome you. I would like to appreciate the organizers for organizing this very timely and important conference of think tanks and talk about exchange opinions and share views between our two countries. The previous speakers already talked from different angles and they shed light in different points. So I need not repeat those things, and I have to run from here. So just a few words I want to express here. I would like to extend my best wishes for the grand success of this Nepal-China Think Tank Conference 2017. And I believe this conference will be a conference of great success. It will contribute to develop and further strengthen friendly relations between our two countries. I appreciate the Chinese leadership, Chinese government and Chinese people, because China respects sovereignty of Nepal, never interferes in its internal affairs, as Dr. Yadav mentioned, and respects our national dignity. China, I found, always positive and willing and eager to support our development endeavors. In this regard, we can work together with China. And when I got opportunity last year, when I visited China, then we signed some very important agreements which contributed to develop Nepal-China relationship in a new height. Among those, like transit and transport agreement, connectivity and cooperation. There are so many agreements on the question of connectivity and so many agreements as well as in the field of cooperation. I need not mention now, or I need not repeat those agreements because already previous speakers already mentioned all these things. And particularly now, I am in a hurry and I am here to say Mangalam Bhagwan Vishnu, Mangalam Garuda. Now perhaps your translator cannot translate. Anyway, just to express my best wishes for the success. Friends spoke about the policies, desires, stand, and feelings of Nepal and Nepali people. That is, entire Nepal is in one view that Nepal supports one China policy. Nepal always adheres on one China policy, as Guru just before mentioned about one China policy. There is no dispute. Sometimes, maybe because of carelessness or like this, a little bit confusion can arise, but there is no reason or there shouldn't be any type of confusion that Nepal always is clearly in favor of one China. This is not one party's, one government's policy, but this is Nepali policy, one China policy. Against or which activities do not match with this policy, Nepal do not allow, do not tolerate. That is, Nepal doesn't allow any kind of activities against China and doesn't allow any kind of activity or use Nepalese soil. Last year, I got opportunity to visit universities, to have talks in high levels with the Excellency President, Prime Minister, and I got opportunity to deliver speeches in the universities like Rmini University, Sichuan University, Xi'an University, like this, and also I got opportunity to take part in Boao Conference and Shanghai Cooperation Forum and also Infrastructure Development Bank, etc. I found during my entire visit, the feeling of Chinese people, Chinese government, everywhere very friendly to Nepal and willingness to support Nepal in our development endeavors to construct our infrastructure for infrastructure development, etc. And I have not only confidence but experiences of long time that Nepal and China are two all-weather, real, trustworthy friends and will always remain. We can work together and we can use one belt, one road or belt and road initiation taken by the present leadership of China, which can be much more beneficial for our economic development. Simply, sometime like fashion, we talk about economic development, economic diplomacy, economic our paradigm shift towards economic development, etc. But in practice, as Guru was telling just before, we have no time just to waste on talking our talks. But we have to do something. And we can change the situation. Of course, we have promulgated the Constitution. That's a great achievement. And Of course, there are problems, there are complications, but within the time or within January 22nd of 2018, before that, we will hold the election of the House of Representatives at least, which will save the country from falling into the situation of crisis, constitutional crisis and political crisis. We'll do that. We are in the process of implementing the Constitution. And of course the situation isn't so positive, but I can assure everybody that Nepal is going towards a new and positive direction. And so far the question of Nepal and China friendship is, it will develop, it will take a new height in the days to come. And I believe this think tank conference will contribute in this regard. It will at least add some bricks in the process of developing these friendly relations and cooperation between our two countries. I am not talking about the relation, theoretical relation or political relation, but also to develop economic and the relationship in the field of cooperation as well. And again, I would like to thank the organizers for organizing